Hello, my friends. How are you doing? Welcome to Facts and Two Cents. Happy Friday. Yes, today's Friday. How are you all doing? I'm assuming everybody is doing amazing. The last especially the last 2 weeks, we've had so much to be celebrating. It has been amazing. And so I'm hoping you guys are having fun. I'm hoping you are just basking in all of this, all of our prayers and all of our good energy and all of our positivity towards our faves. We can see the fruits of it. It is amazing in every way. Like, we have nothing to complain about, really, as squatties. Now, if we were on the other side of things, we'd have a whole lot to be complaining and explaining about. But our faves are thriving. They are doing exactly what we prayed that they would be doing. And we are just so excited. I mean, at least I'm so excited. I'm assuming you guys are. I'm just like, assuming and putting my excitement onto you. But again, look, if you're a squatty and you have lived through the last, 7 years, however long Harry and Meghan have been together, you are celebrating today. I didn't start out at the very beginning. I came in with the baby shower. That's when I first started paying attention to any of this stuff. But some people have been here from the beginning. I mean, some of you have known Meghan since she was on Suits. Like, I didn't know her back then. And so this has just been absolutely amazing, absolutely wonderful. And so I just hope everyone is celebrating. I'm just going to say hi to my friends in the chat before we just get into all of our faves wonderful stuff that they're doing. Kim Peaches is here. Hello, Kim Peaches. She's like, hello, squatties around the world. Annie is here. Karen M, our awesome moderator, is here. Hello, Karen M and Annie. Our awesome moderator, Lydia, is here. Hello, Lydia. And Connie Balmer is here with us from Switzerland. Hello, Connie. Terry Carver is here. Hello, Terry. And Raffaella hanging out with us from Italy. Hello, Raffaella. Who else is here hanging out with us? Oh, Adorable is here. Hello. Yes, Harry and Meghan are thriving with zero royal family support. Yes, they are thriving and thriving and thriving. We just love that. Naluthandu is here hanging out with us from South Africa. How is everything in South Africa there, Naluthandu? Hope all is well. I think you sent us some of your, well, at least yesterday. I can't speak for today. I haven't been out there yet. But yesterday we had a nice warm weather in New York. It was like summer. It was like 60 something. It was like, whoa. We just sort of skipped right past spring and into summer. So Nancy is here. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Lottie is here. Hello, Lottie. Who else? Oh, Kathy Gabi is here. Hello, Kathy Gabi. And so all of our friends, Lorna is here. And we'll say hello to all of our other friends coming in as we go along. Little Mac is here. Hello, Little Mac. Wait, H Knight. Thank you, H Knight. Wow, 22 months of supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here and supporting the channel. Thank you. Appreciate you being a part of this community. Oh, Karen Water is here. Hey, Karen, how are you, my friend? And Wendy is here, and Perlina is here. Hi. So anyways, guys, we'll say hello to everyone else coming in as we go along. So, but yesterday I was just like, what? And it was just one of those crazy days where I was just running around doing so many things I could barely just post something in our community page. I was like, wait, it seems Meghan is on Instagram. And that's about as much as I could do yesterday. And it was just like, what? we've talked about whether she'd go back on Instagram or not. I mean, my thinking is always, and it remains, that I don't feel like they needed in, social media, because you know how horrible, especially Instagram and X and Facebook and stuff have been. You know, with all of those trolls, which they are. They have a lot of them have started all of these fake accounts for American Riviera Orchard, so you can find a whole bunch of fake accounts now on Instagram with this, which is exactly what we knew would happen. But it is amazing. Meghan and they have, her people have confirmed that yes, this is actually true. She is this is her company, and again, it's not her personal, it's her company, and her new, well, we don't know exactly all of it, but they, I guess they they applied for copyrights and all of those things for the company. And so through that, oh, which I actually forgot to take a screenshot of, it says that, you know, part of the company is going to be like, I guess, kitchenware, which is totally Meghan. I mean, she's a chef. So kitchenware and tablecloths and jams and all of those things. And also it's going to be a part of it. It's going to be recipes and so all of that stuff is going to be a part of it, which is again totally her brand. And it's so funny because of course one of our squaddies will point this out and notice this, and I thought it was actually a great idea. I mean, look at what she's wearing or was wearing at South by Southwest, completely fit in with the color scheme. I mean, we were looking at her new company and didn't even realize that's what we were looking at. We were looking at the color scheme. And it was just like, I'm telling you, even her, she was wearing, and it's so weird because I was so used to Meghan wearing heels everywhere, especially as a royal. And even here, it's like she's just been wearing a lot of flats. And even here, she was wearing flats. And I was like, she was wearing those tan flat slippers. And I was like, oh, look at that. Meghan is all, you know, she's fully back to California. Because if you know California is more t-shirt and flip-flops. That's more their aesthetic, you know, shorts and t-shirt or shirt and flip-flops. And so she talked about that as well. And so to see her, I'm like, she is completely back to California. And so it is just wonderful. So American Riviera Orchard, Montecito at the bottom there. And it's kind of like a mouthful to say, honestly. I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, American Riviera Orchard. Riviera, I should say. Orchard. It's like, okay, maybe American Riviera, American Orchard. It is a mouthful, but I thought about it and I was like, you know what? When I first heard Archwell for their foundation, it was odd. It was a little bit, I had to get used to the idea of Archwell because it was so different. And I was like, you know what? It is so like Meghan, right? To give us something that we wouldn't ever thought of. And then all of a sudden, it becomes a household name because, I mean, everybody knows Archwell now and everybody knows associate Archwell to them. And so in the same way, I'm like, yep. In a few days, my brain will completely wrap around American Riviera Orchard. So it's just Montecito. And so it is just, I mean, it's just like, you know, it is so Meghan. And I love their little logo there. And I could see an M in there and a A, I think it is in the back. I mean, it's trying to decode her logo in the back there. And it's just beautiful. I mean, oh, I mean, it just screams rich, rich mama in California. That's what it screams to me. I mean, and also obviously, you know, she did the fonts there. I mean, that is completely her calligraphy there. And it's just, I love it. I absolutely, absolutely love it. But I wasn't prepared for this yesterday. I was like, what? And again, it's a soft launch. I mean, if you go, I put the link in our community page yesterday. If you go on Instagram and you can see all of it is literally, all the posting is literally what's on the screen right now. And basically their brand logo and the name. And she had a little video there. And when I took a screenshot and posted it yesterday, it was like 3,000 people have signed up. Now it's over 380 something thousand people have signed up or at least subscribed to it. or at least following her, I should say. And so it is just, I mean, that'll get to a million pretty quickly, I think. So I haven't looked at it in the last hour or so, but when I looked at it last, it was 389,000 people have are following. Of course, she's following no one, and we know it's legit because Danielle, whatever her bestie, who is a makeup artist, he is also following it. So yeah, and of course, apparently a bunch of British reporters, even though they're complaining, they are following it as well. Of course, of course. And you can see, and again, if you, as you can see at the bottom of the little card there at the bottom here, it says AmericanRivera.com. And so if you go on there, you can also sign up and you can get alerts whenever they post stuff. And you can also do the alerts, obviously, on Instagram when they post stuff. So you can get that as well. So it'll be very, very cool. It would be, I mean, I am looking forward to it. It's rich people stuff. So most likely I will never, ever, 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 ever be able to afford any of that stuff until I get really, really, really rich. Gloria said it's 396,000 now. There you go. I mean, it's growing. And again, you know, there's not, when they start posting whatever it is she is presenting to the world and selling to the world, it'll, you know, people would even more people would get on it. And so the funny part of it about it is that obviously those on Shutter Island are already moaning like, oh my gosh, she's using the Duchess of Sussex on her side, and you know that's what the Queen feared. And I was like, did y'all forget that the Queen was selling ketchup with her title? Did y'all forget she was selling socks and ketchup and alcohol? There is something called the Duchy Originals that's at Waitrose right now with all of the butter and jam and all of that stuff from King Charles and all again from the Duchy. I mean, Prince William now has the Duchy, but again, until they cancel all of that stuff, you have no right to tell Meghan anything. Meghan can use her title to do whatever she wants, and I hope she makes bank. I hope she makes a ton of money off of this. So don't go complaining when your queen was selling socks and ketchup and alcohol with her title. We're not gonna play that game. So yeah. Ridiculous. And of course they put out a little video, a little reel yesterday as well, and it was just so Meghan. I mean, look at this aesthetic. Look at, I mean, it just screams rich California. I love it. I love the dress in the back there. It just like, oh my word. You just know, I mean, Raffaella, it looks like a combination of rich California winery mixed with Italy. You almost expect them to be in wine country Italy. And it's just, I mean, that's the aesthetic. Someone mentioned like, oh, that's probably, oh, I think I was listening to Duchess of Success. I think she's the one that mentioned it looks like a wine cellar where she's in her dress. And it's just like, ooh, very, very exciting. I am like, look. Lottie says, I hope she makes $1 billion quick. I hope so too. I hope so too. It is just, it's wonderful. I mean, hello. And I mean, I just love, and I love this sort of thing. It's just, it's beautiful. It's just classic. It's clean. It's just, I love it. And they're doing, you know, she's using my favorite thing. I love flowers, even though I'm allergic to them. I love photographing them. And so it's just like, I love it. So anyway, this is just, it's the best. And of course, people and I didn't know this. So I was like, thank you, people. And other articles that mention, I'm just going to move my little banner there. I can read it. Because the American Riviera thing, I was just like, okay, that's, you know. And so I didn't realize it. And people and others mentioned it. Says, while much remains mum about what's to come, the project's name seems to be inspired by the roots of the Duke and Duchess by the Roots, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have since put down in the U.S. American Riviera orchard nods to Santa Barbara, the California town where the couple lives with their children, 4-year-old son Prince Archie, and 2-year-old daughter Princess Lilibet. Travel and Leisure says that Santa Barbara has been known as the American Riviera for over a century because of its temperature climate and lush landscape, as well as its robust food and wine culture, all of which is Meghan. So no wonder she names it American Riviera. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I love American Riviera. The orchard is a little bit of a tongue, it's a little bit of a mouthful adding the orchard onto it there. But I mean, it's totally her. Rich California, rich Santa Barbara, wine country aesthetics. I love it. I love everything about it. I would, in my dreams, maybe one day I'll be able to afford a pillowcase, but beyond or a knife or a fork. But until then, I will look at it and I will support it as much as I can and promote it as much as I can because I just love it. I absolutely love what she's doing, and so, and of course, those on Shutter Island were trying to draw them into the nonsense over there. And I love the response. I love how Meghan responded with like, I'd rather not be a part of your narrative, please. This is my narrative. Here. This is my narrative. This is what I want to be a part of, not that. So I just absolutely, absolutely love it. I mean, I'm assuming you guys are really excited about it as well. So yeah. Lauren says, hey, Battle and Squaddies, so excited about this news. Yes. I mean, how could you not? It is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Kathy Gabby says, Meghan is uplifting the Sussex title. It has had a rough ride over the centuries. Yep. Let's see. I feel the same. Cutler says, I can't wait to see the products. I know. So again, we know that they're going to be tablecloths and cutleries and cookbooks and some things they mentioned like jams and preservatives and stuff like that. That's all going to be part of there, and stuff that you can download. I guess some downloadable recipes and stuff. So since there's a photo there, actually this was all part of their reel. So since there's a video there of Meghan in her kitchen, I'm assuming they're going to be posting her making whatever it is, the recipes that she's going to be putting out. And so that would all be amazing. And so, and it being Shutter Island, of course, one of their tabloids that went ahead, and I have no idea how you could figure out what, other than the big white bowl in the middle there, I have no idea how you can sit there and figure out all the different appliances in that room. One of the tabloids went ahead and, as we know, they went ahead and did. I was like, you know what? You people are crazy. So we'll just leave you in that. But I'm assuming we'll see you, Meghan, in the kitchen doing what she loves best. And again, this is something she did before Harry. She was on, I've seen her on NBC and other news outlets during the morning show, cooking different recipes on the show. So this is her thing. And also as a stylist on the show as well. So I mean, this is Meghan going back to who Meghan is. And so it's absolutely wonderful to see. So yeah, Meghan. So squaddies, we have nothing to complain about. We have enough to last us for quite a while. So, and if that's not enough, Prince Harry, right after that dropped, Prince Harry obviously was part of the Diana Awards, is the Legacy Awards yesterday. Apparently, Prince, the other brother, really, let's just leave him as that. The other brother did a speech, again, apparently, at the awards. He was there in person. But Prince Harry, he wasn't there, so he was there via their link. And so I don't know, I hope you guys are able to watch the video. Just go over to sussex.com, actually go over to Archwell Foundation. Just go on to sussex.com and then click on Archwell Foundation, and all of this information is there. Actually, no, I think I think this is actually right on Sussex.com. Sorry. It's like you can go to so many places for this information. I think this is right on Sussex.com. Anyway, you go there and you will find this information. Just go browse and knock yourselves out. And so Prince Harry got there, and actually not got there, but beamed in, and was he was there speaking to all of the recipients, and it was such a wonderful conversation. They were just laughing and just, I mean, you could tell their joy. Actually, one of the girls, she is from the UK, and she told Harry how much they miss him and wish he was there in the UK. And it was just like, oh, you know. And so this is a natural. Again, go over there, and there's a lot more to it than this, but I just clipped a little bit of it. It says Prince Harry honors the Diana Awards Legacy Award recipients. This evening, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, met with this year's cohorts of Legacy Award recipients from the Diana Awards. Founded in honor of his mother, Princess Diana, the awards celebrate outstanding individuals from across the globe who are changing the world and leaving a lasting legacy of social impact. The program offers a range of initiatives designed to unlock recipients' potentials, inspire action, and create opportunities, ensuring that no young person is left out or left behind. And that's obviously Tessie Ojo there, who is the head of the Diana Awards. And again, it was so, I mean, this is why Harry is who he is, and people just love him as they love him, because the difference, you know, it's a difference between reading a speech and just relating to the people, and relating to the kids there, and him asking them why they're doing what they're doing, and having just really wonderful conversation with them. And it just, the difference is so there. I was like, you know what? That's why Harry is who he is, and that's why he is so loved. And so it is just, I mean, definitely go over there. The video is there, so please go and watch it. Give it some, give it some views as well. So, and the recipients are amazing. Again, they're from, and Harry even asked, and just to clarify, that they're from all over the world and on every continent, and that they are. And so it's wonderful. I mean, these young people are doing amazing things in the world. So definitely check them out. So, what else? More. And there we were thinking, you know, that Harry and Meghan were only in Texas because Meghan was speaking at South by Southwest. And then we realized, oh, there was more. They were visiting the ladies from Afghanistan. They were also visiting the families from Uvalde, Texas. And they were also visiting the female barbecue restaurant Odor. And so we're like, oh, well, what a wonderful thing. And we were all done with all of that stuff. And now it's like, you mean there is more? They were there for more than just all of those things. And again, I mean, they just are able to pack so many things in and be just so effective. And I'm telling you, it must be really hard to hate these two, because you then have to justify your hate in light of all of this stuff that they do and all of this impact. You have to really, and the thing is, it's so much more difficult to hate them, because when you see all of this stuff, like, how do you justify that to yourself? How do you make it make sense in your head? In light of all this. So again, part of why they were at South by Southwest is to do this. The 2024 NAACP Archwell Foundation Digital Civil Rights Award. The Archwell Foundation is proud to congratulate this year's recipient of the NAACP Archwell Foundation Digital Civil Rights Award, Dr. Joy Bowell-Lamwini. And I hope I said it right. I was practicing earlier, so I hope I said it right. Dr. Joy is a computer scientist, digital activist, and founder of the Algorithmic Justice League, an organization leading the way to overcome racist and sexist bias in artificial intelligence systems. In her book, The Unmasking AI, she examined the social implications of technology and discussed the movement to prevent AI harm. As a recipient of this award, she will receive a grant of $100,000 to advance her work in supporting equity and accountability in AI. And one of the things, there's also a video of this. So again, please go. This is literally on the Archwell Foundation part of their website. So definitely go. There's a lot more to this. So definitely go and read it. But the video there, it talks about her when she, doing a face scan, the AI face scan, because of the darkness of her skin. The AI wasn't picking her up. It was only when she put on a white mask that it was reading her face. And so she's like, oh no, we got to do something about this. So went in and did something about it. And so she is amazing and totally worthy, and such a worthy recipient. Woman is incredibly brilliant. And we remember the first award went to Dr. Safia Noble, who wrote the book, what's the algorithm for oppression, where online, if you put up something like wrong hairstyle for work or something, all you'll get a black female hairstyles and all of that stuff. And it has changed a lot since that was brought up, and since Dr. Noble brought that up. And so, but this is important because, again, I'm a dark-skinned black woman. If it wouldn't pick up my face. And again, it only read her face when she put on a white mask. So all of those things are geared towards white people and not towards. So when stuff like that happens, obviously, who gets the brunt of negative effects of AI and a bunch of those other things? Black people. And so it is wonderful that she is working in this field and working to make the changes that's necessary. AI is here. It's not going to go away. And more, there are going to be a lot of problems. And usually the people that wear the brunt of it is us Black folks. And so I'm happy that she and Dr. Noble and others are working to correct these things. So kudos to her. And thank you again, Archwell. It's wonderful to see Misan also won the NAACP Image Award for his film. And then Archwell presenting this to her. It is wonderful. And so this is what she says. She says, I'm incredibly honored and humbled and honored to join such an illustrious group of receipts for the Digital Civil Rights Award from NAACP and the Archwell Foundation, said Dr. Joy Lamwini. With the rapid proliferation of AI, it is crucial it is more crucial than ever to ensure that these algorithms acting as gatekeepers serve us all and not to impede on the civil rights and of marginalized communities. This award will help the Algorithmic Justice League continue our work to prevent AI harm, connect the excoded to resource, and raise awareness about AI impact on society through our advocacy, art, and research. So she is grateful. And then, of course, the Algorithmic Justice League posted on X as well, says, we are honored to announce that our founder, Dr. Joy Lamwini, has been awarded the 2024 Digital Civil Rights Award by the NAACP and Archwell Foundation and the nonprofit organization created by Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And it has a lot more to this, but you can go and read it yourself. But it is wonderful. I am so, again, we didn't know any of this stuff was happening at all, but we just thought, we knew all of what was happening and what they did at South by Southwest. And lo and behold, there was more. Our faves are amazing, you guys. They are absolutely, absolutely, absolutely amazing. So yeah. Oh wow, Nana, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, for this incredible generosity. Thank you. Wow. I appreciate you guys. There's your support for the channel. Thank you. Hello. You are supporting the channel monthly, and you also did oh man, thank you so much for 20 months of supporting this channel. You are amazing. Thank you. And to all of you who are Two Cents crew members, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Huge thanks. Um, so, but yeah, Raphael was like, congratulations, Dr. Joy. I know, huge congrats. And I mean, thank you too. It is like, goodness grievances. Can you imagine with the, influx of everything that is now AI and we already have so many strikes against us now, to only realize like, facial recognition is not even recognizing us because we are dark skinned Black people. I mean, it's just like, hello, as if we don't have enough things to worry about. We had that. So I am so grateful for women, and again, Black women, and for her and Dr. Safia Noble and others who are on the case. Thank you so very much. So yeah. What else? But again, our faves, I mean, look at how many things. And not only that, Dr. Joy was also speaking at South by Southwest. Who knew? And South by Southwest actually posted this. It says, founder of Algorithmic Justice League, AI bias expert and artist, Dr. Joy Bawalamwini, gives insight on the South by Southwest 2024 stage. So she was part of the whole thing. She had her whole panel as well. And it's just like, oh my goodness, who knew? And so obviously, all of this happened around the same time when Meghan was being a part of the panel there. And it was just like all of this stuff was going on behind the scenes. We had no idea. And it's just like, wow, this is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And so if you go on her X profile, she has her book there, promoting her book that came out, as you can see, October 31st last year. It's called Unmasking AI. And it says, that was before Mark. She posted this in 22nd of August. She says, mark your calendars on October 31st. My first book, Unmasking AI, my mission to protect what is human in a world of machines, will be published by Penguin Random House, same publisher as Harry. 3 years in the making, Unmasking AI is the most revealing work I have produced thus far. So I am going to go back and check her other work, and I will read this. I'm just very barely scratching the surface of AI and what it can do. It's just very interesting and confusing and scary and exciting and all of those stuff. I mean, I use stuff that has AI, again, just even to create slides for here. I use platforms that use AI. So it makes stuff very, very easy, but then again, it could strip away our humanity if we're not careful with it. So very, very exciting about that. So, and well, actually, let me go into chat and see what you guys are saying before we go to Shutter Island and their mess. Let's just do this. Cynthia says, Petal, did you see Dr. Joy presentation at South by Southwest? It was Joy. No, I did not. I did not realize until today. And again, I didn't know. Yesterday, I was just so busy. I didn't get a chance to do anything and read up on much of anything. And so today I found out about this. And I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea. The most I saw was the video from the Sussex's website, and I had no idea. And then earlier today, I went on her page on X and realized she has a book. And I was just like, I'm discovering all of this stuff today. It is amazing. And I was like, I've got to go find out all of this new stuff about her. So yeah, amazing. So what else you guys are saying about this? Lorna says, I think American Riviera Orchard will be different from Martha Stewart, and I think there'll be more emphasis on regional products with ethical green responsibility. I do as well. I mean, that's definitely Meghan's up her alley. And even if, there's room for a lot of things like this in this space. So even if, there's Martha Stewart covered the range of things that she she put out there, and their versions of it. I mean, whether it's Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop and stuff, they're gonna be a crossover things, but just taken, I guess, with a or coming from a different angle. I could see that as well. So, but I mean, there's a lot of room in this space for more people. So we'll see. Very excited. Um, Karen says, yes, Dr. Joy had a good panel. I was watching her before it was announced. She was a recipient of the NAACP Awards. Oh my God, so you guys knew about her before. I saw wild. I never heard of her before. And so I was just like, a lot of these people I didn't know anything about until Harry and Meghan mentioned them. And so so I look forward to go here. I'm assuming her panel will be on YouTube like others, so I'll definitely go, or if you guys have a link to it, I would love to have it. So yeah, it just very, very cool. Let's see what else before we get to Shutter Island. P says American Riviera Orchard will be the next and better Martha Stewart and Williams Sonoma lifestyle brands. Oh yeah. Again, Meghan can come at this from so many angles, and she, is Tig, and then, living in Santa Barbara, traveled the world for Tig, and other stuff. And then also to her experience in the UK. She has all of that stuff that she can add to this. And so I just totally look forward to it. And it's so funny because they've been talking about Meghan getting a PR rep in the UK. I would be surprised if she doesn't have she's not marketing. I'm sure this will be marketed to the UK because they will eat this up, even though they want to tell people they don't. So yeah. Church Nelly is here. Hi, Church Nelly. Church Nelly says, that's right, Harry and Meghan. Ignore the mess on Saltine Island. Keep doing great work. Exactly. There's no need for them to be a part of that mess and be a part of that ridiculous narrative. Doing what they're doing is perfect. It's perfect. So yeah. Let's see. Anne says Harry looks at Meghan with so much pride. I'm assuming you mean pride, and he is very comfortable around all cultures. His years experience in Africa. Yeah, that's why people love Harry. That's him. There's no one that he feels uncomfortable being around. He's just a people person. And there's some of us are like that are just people person. It doesn't matter as long as they're a human being, they love being around you. Some of us, like me, I am a loner, and a lot of times I love being by myself, and I have to work at not being a loner. Some people are not like that. They're just people. They just love, like my best friend, same thing. Like she's like that. She is a people person. She is just like, gravitate to people. I gravitate to my private space. And it's so weird that we're besties because we're so very different in that. So yeah. Let's see. Antoinette says, Petal, I don't know if you have mentioned the additional patent with more items to come later. I forgot to, because there was a list. I think one squatty went on and found it, and there was a list of things that's going to be on there that they're, I guess going to be presenting and selling. And, so we don't know the full list of things, so I'm gonna wait until it comes out and see what's how they're gonna do it and what's gonna be sold and stuff. But yeah, there are, if you haven't heard, the things that I think was on that list were kitchenware and recipes and books and downloadable recipes and tablecloths. And so I think anything that has to do with dining, that will be part of that. So that's what I see. Don't be surprised if she is teamed up with wineries and all of that stuff to be part of this, because Meghan is all about collaboration and building community. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of these she is teaming up with other companies and they're all creating this together. And so she will have links and whatever to other companies that she's worked, because that's how they work as a community. And so I wouldn't be surprised about any of this, and of course branding some of this stuff and designing some of this stuff. So as for American Riviera. So I'm so excited about this. I mean, again, I'd never be able to afford this stuff because it's for rich people. But just to look at it, I'm like, hello. So yeah. Um, Lottie, Lottie says, "Me too, pedal. I am Wait, you're lonely? I hope. Oh, you mean you're a loner? I hope that you don't mean that you're lonely. Oh no, we're gonna get you having family and friends around you if that's what you mean. But I'm assuming you mean that you're a loner. But if not, let me know. We can make sure and change that. Not that I don't like people. That's just me. And the same with me. I love people, but I gravitate to being by myself. I'm a loner by nature. I do have a lot of friends, but if for me, I gravitate to being alone. And for me, it takes work. Some people just naturally, like my best friend, she's naturally just loves being around people. I naturally want to be by myself. So, and it's work for me to want to be among others. So, yeah, which I work at. So, there you go. Karen says, I can't wait to drink the wine and the ARO from ARO Montecito. I love that ARO Montecito. See, leave it to squatties to get this already. ARO, American Riviera Orchard. So there you go. ARO Montecito. I'm adopting that, Karen. I was praying for a long time to get their own wine. So God answered my prayer. So there you go, Karen. You got it. You got it. So but it is, I mean, this is all just so wonderful. I mean, we have things to talk about forever. So yeah. And somebody's got they gotten Church Nelly's, like Church Nelly's all about nachos. So there you go. Church Nelly, I'm sure, is thanking Little Mac. So, anyways, moving over to Shutter Island and a little bit of their nonsense before we go back to Montecito. But the Daily Beast, which I think I forgot to put in their logo here, Kate Middleton, again, instead of Kensington Palace releasing the original photo, which we know they don't have because they, as everyone knows and have figured out by now, they have stacked a whole bunch of photos together to make that quote unquote original photo. That's why they're not releasing it. But instead of just, apologizing and staying quiet and trying to be better people, they are doing what the Queen always said not to do: complain and explain. What are you complaining about? You lied, you manipulated, and I don't care who it is that actually did the editing, whether it's Kate or whether it's someone. And people, it's so weird. People have this really wild idea about editing and how to edit stuff. Yes, you can sit at a computer and edit, like, you can do an a large screen, but a lot of times I edit literally laying on my bed and propped up. You don't have to be hunched over a computer to edit. Now, that's probably the preferable way. You have the big screen in front of you. But I edit on my pad all the time. I edit on my phone all the time, not sitting in front of a computer. I lay down or whatever, or I'm in the park laying on a blanket, sitting there, laying there editing. I don't need to hunch over. So you can edit. However, you don't need to sit in front of a computer. So anybody who edits photos and stuff know that. But so Kate, and again, I don't care who did it, but to have your people going to the Daily Beast complaining and explaining away and trying to blame others for this mess is ridiculous. It is utterly ridiculous. And it's just like, so this is the latest from the Daily Beast of Kate Middleton and Kensington Palace complaining and explaining. Kate Middleton is suffering from intense stress, says friend says. It is not surprising she got ill. It is not surprising she needs a break from it all to get better. And you're like, wait a minute. I thought it was because she had an abdominal surgery that she's taking a break. Whatever happened to that? And does intense stress cause you to have abdominal surgery? Hmm. Moving on. Says another friend of the family. I mean, it has a whole long grievances about this whole drama that they created. But, anyways, never mind all that. Another friend of the family also told the Daily Beast that they believe that the stress of the last few years, I mean, not the last, not the stress of them possibly faking abdominal surgery, but the stress of the last few years, including the regular and damaging attack from a couple on the couple by Harry and Meghan. Oh, of course, we knew they would get to this. And the pressure of a whole raft of changes that came when the Queen died had triggered a stress-related illness in Kate. And you're like, again, we thought it was an abdominal surgery. But all of a sudden now there's a stress-related illness? When did that happen? Anyway, the source said, she and William have been under stress ever since Harry and Meghan left that family. That's right. They spent 3 years just waiting for the next horrific media interview. On top of that, they moved house. The kids moved school. The Queen died. And then, shocker and horror, she became the Princess of Wales. So it's not surprising she got ill. What else could have possibly happened with all of those things, including her becoming Princess of Wales? Of course she's going to get ill. Hello? And it's not surprising she needs a break from it all to get better. Further in the article, it says the friend told the Daily Beast she's been under incredible pressure for several years and now being harassed by the media over, I had to clean that up, other people mess ups made by other people. How her office could have put out a picture without her ring when it was clearly going to be one of the most scrutinized pictures of all time. It's unfathomable. And she's to blame? Sorry, no. That was their failure. And they should have accepted the blame. They will clear out all of those people when the dust settles. Can you believe this? I mean, I still can't get over how her office could put out a picture without her ring. Did somebody bother to ask her if this picture was legit, why she was literally taking a picture without her ring? Why is it on her office to pay attention to her ring? Why is she taking a picture without her rings in the first place? Shouldn't that be the question? Shouldn't that be it? Why does her husband, who was supposedly taking that picture, didn't notice that his wife wasn't wearing his ring that he gave her? Shouldn't that be the question? I mean, the ridiculousness of this is like, oh my goodness, I cannot believe grown people would, I mean, how do you put this stuff out in public and not feel stupid is beyond me. It is like, are you serious? I would be so embarrassed just to think this. Let's more put this out in public for people to see. I mean, she is stressed out and need a break because she had to move, because 2 people moved away from your country, 2 people that she participated in bullying out of the country moved away, and that because she moved houses, because you don't want to live in Kensington Palace, that you cost the taxpayers £4.5 million to renovate. You wanted another property on top of that, and on the hall and all the others that you have. You wanted another property, so you moved the family. Oh, but that's a stress. Other people cause you stress because you decided to, add to your portfolio. You decided to move your kids' school, so that's other people causing you stress. The Queen died is causing you stress. because, oh, I don't know, God is ready to call a 90 to 95-year-old back to the dust. That is what caused you stress. And then to top it all off, you became the Princess of Wales, a title that you're, I mean, if you guys remember when they became the Princess of Wales, I mean, the people didn't even get to say the Wales part, that they changed their account, their social media account to Wales. I mean, it was the quickest change I've ever seen in my life in real time. Before the word Wales came out of the people's mouth, it's like that social media was changed. So you're blaming other people because you became the Princess of Wales? The title that you, when you were married back 10, 12, however long you've been married, you knew you were getting, that you wanted to, the reason why you were chasing William for like 10 years when he didn't care about you and was dating other people and broke up with you, the one you changed college for and you knew was happening like 10 years ago. And that is what was causing you stress because you became the Princess of Wales. So now, of course, because of all those pressures, it's not then surprising that you are stressed out and you've become ill. And you need a break from society. Now, I saw another news outlet that, it would serve us right if Kate takes a break from us. It's like, not that it would make any difference. Her whole life is taking a break anyway, so it doesn't really matter because nothing she does is of any value to anyone, really. I mean, hello. Again, to even think this is embarrassing, to actually put this out there to people that never complain and never explain, and then the audacity to be blaming your staff because they put out, maybe, if they're the ones that really edited it, they didn't notice you have a ring on because maybe they expected you have a ring on, so they didn't pay attention. But if your picture was legit in the first place, why are you taking a picture without your ring? First of all, why is your ring off your finger? That would be the first part. And not only that, if you look at her finger, normally if you wear your ring all the time, there is a mark. That ring leaves an impression on your finger. There's a mark. There was none on that finger that I saw. It's at least the one that was, the hand that was in focus, because we talked about the other hand not being in focus. If that was her if that was even her hand, there was no marking that there normally is a ring there. So why are you blaming other people because you did not have your ring on? Why are you just like, and then in the end it's like, they will clear out all those people when the dust settles. No, they need to be clearing themselves out. The problem here isn't their staff. The problem is you. The problem is William and Kate. It doesn't matter who they bring in. This whole Kensington Palace has been a mess from day one. It continues to be a mess. It doesn't, look at how many staff changes they've had, and it's still a mess. Why? Because William and Kate are the most inept people. They are not qualified. They are not in any way, shape, or form to lead anything. And that's why we are where we are. So instead of learning, instead of, allowing people to hold them accountable to things and allowing, or the British press should be there for a reason, to call power to account. But instead, they have a contract with them to be their PR and to promote their nonsense and to promote their lies and their misconceptions and their deceit, to promote their manipulations and their abuse. And that is why Kensington Palace is where they are today. We talked about this ad nauseum all the time. If you're a squatty, you've heard this a million times from every squatty platform, wherever you can find it. We talk about this mess all the time. William and Kate are not in any position to lead anything in any way, shape, or form. They are not qualified. They are the most inept people. And on top of that, they are arrogant. And that's why they don't learn anything. They're incredibly arrogant. And it's unbelievable And so it's like the world is in shock right now because they gave off again the false impression, because unless you are a squatty, and we have a million receipts on the nonsense that's been going on there for how many years now, we've been calling this mess out. The majority of the world hadn't been paying close attention. And so they would just take them at their word. They would take the British press at their word that, the royal family, they are this professional institution, and they got, and all of that stuff. It just like, but again, if you've been paying attention, none of this is a shock. None of this is a shock. But the rest of the world are now is like, oh my gosh, it's so shocking. Oh my gosh, I thought that's why the picture agencies now, the last few days, and what they did is so shocking, because even them, they took Kensington Palace at their word that they were credible institution, which, as we've been pointing out over and over ad nauseum, is the exact reverse is the case. You just have to look. I mean, case in point, the world was paying attention when Harry and Meghan docuseries came out. When Kensington Palace was like, oh, we didn't know about it. Nobody asked our version of it. And for no reason lied. It wasn't until the production company who produced Harry and Meghan docuseries put out receipts that was an absolute lie. And not only did they reach out to them, Lee Thompson responded to them and wanted the clips of the documentary, which you're like, no. For no reason, lied. So that should have given the world press a heads up, because this wasn't just local UK news. This was all over the world. People were reporting on this. So that and even with that happening, they still gave Kensington Palace the benefit of a doubt up until this mess happened. And again, even with this mess, all of last year, we were calling out their doctored photo. We had forensic episodes all over Squatty World, dissecting the lies, the manipulations, the photoshopping. So again, instead of holding them accountable, the British press was attacking people who were calling them out, like Christopher Boozy. They literally wrote an article attacking Christopher Boozy for pointing out that the photo that Kate took of the Queen and some of her great grandchildren was Photoshop. They wrote an article attacking Christopher Boozy for calling out what we all were calling out. And again, not holding them accountable. So that's why we are where we are with them. So the audacity for Kate Middleton's people to be on here claiming that, oh, it's other people, Harry and Meghan, the Queen dying, her moving when that's their choice. Nobody told them to move. Nobody said you have to move. You have a $4.5 million home at Kensington Palace. Why did you move? Nobody told you to change your children's school. You decide that. Are you going to complain to God about why he decided to take the Queen back to the grave? I mean, or back to the dust? Go complain to God about that. And then, oh, the idea of her becoming the princess of where? I mean, hello. She's free to give up the title if she wants to. If it's causing her so much stress, give up the title. Say, I don't want to do it. Decide, I don't want to work anymore, which she hasn't been doing anyway. So I don't understand what the stress is. Can they name what Kate has been doing the last 3 years? Can they point to the impact Kate has made for the last 3 years? Because nobody has seen it. We've been looking. We've been talking about it. What impact has Kate Middleton made to be claiming that she's so stressed out that she needs a break? Look, I am not coming down on this. She's also a mother, right? She has 3 kids. I am not going to, minimize the work of a mother with 3 children, right? But Kate Middleton has full-time staff for everything that she has. She has a full-time staff, including the nannies that take care of her kids. So anybody else, this would be like, okay, they're a mother, they have kids. I'm not saying that she doesn't spend time with her kids, but she's not alone in that. And she also has her mother there that also helps out with the kids, plus her nanny Maria and others. So again, for the fact that they allow this in the press, and are complaining and explaining. This is absolutely ridiculous. When they should be they should shut up and try to make right the mess that they made. And literally, they need to come forward and speak the truth. Nobody believes them. They have zero credibility. I mean, this is the Washington Post. I'm sure you guys have seen this. I don't know. I'm assuming this would be right up Barron's alley. I'm sure Barron has shown this. This is the media. I mean, the worldwide media is mocking them. This is the Washington Post. And as you can see, they now refer to the Daily Mail or the Daily Fail as a Daily Fluff. And they are mocking Kate and William and how the British press cover them. And as you remember, this is what they expected the American press to do to Harry and Meghan. Remember their behavior when they thought that somehow that what is that nonsense cartoon that I didn't even know was still there? Was it Family Guy or the other one? I don't even remember what the name of it is. But I didn't even know the cartoon was still there, as many people didn't even realize the same thing. It's like, that's still there. They just went to town that they were mocking the Sussexes about the privacy tour nonsense and all of that stuff. They weren't ready for basically all the American media mocking them and calling them out, and those talk shows at night that they are mocking them and calling out and exposing William's infidelity and all of those things. They weren't prepared. So now we have this kind of reporting, and it's funny how the Washington Post put it. Feel better soon. We speculate on what Diana might have said to Kate. Plus a pull-out magazine of 50 Photoshop photos of Kate and Diana. Get well, sweet princess. I mean, yeah, the Daily Fluff. And the middle one, our columnist. What happened? I dressed like Kate for a week. I love it. With only a few sightings in the month, we ask, why is this happening to us? And a picture of Kate, as you can see at the bottom, pictured happier times. And of course, they must drag in Meghan's name into this. Did Meghan have a hand in this? As ridiculous conspiracy theories spin, we will protect you, Catherine. Left. As our drone night vision camera captures the princess, the content of the family trash must provide clues. I love it how they spoof the Daily Fluff, the Daily Fail, and also Kate Middleton. I mean, the ridiculousness. And I love the fact that the American press and the world press are doing this because, again, the one thing the royals hate, the one thing the British press hate is to be mocked. That's why they do it to the Sussexes. They love to mock the Sussexes. They love to do all of this stuff to them. They hate it when it's done to them. And so basically they're just getting a dose of their own medicine. And I love it. Even King Willem yesterday was making fun of Kate photoshopping. I think he was telling some kids, about taking a photo, like, I don't Photoshop my photos. I think the former White House photographer, he also weighed in about Photoshop. I mean, everyone is weighed in about it, including some reporters who, honestly, the White House press corps, I really believe they are like the royal roader sometimes. We need better reporters. I mean, they have been, that's another story. But even they brought that into the press briefing, and it's like everybody is mocking this thing to the highest level. And again, this is what they did to Meghan when Donald Trump was in. Someone from the Daily Mail asking Donald Trump about Harry and Meghan. And so this is exactly the kind of thing that they're doing. And it's now all of a sudden turned on Kate. And now they are complaining about it. It is very, and it's like, you know what? Yeah. People are having the attitude of, look, this is what you were doing to Meghan. So no, we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop until they come clean. And I think the thing that is and why this is not stopping is that everybody and their brother know that Kensington Palace is lying, that they're hiding things, and this is why this whole mess is happening. They have lied, and I've said it before. If this whole surgery was a lie, I would not be surprised. Even King Charles, if that was all a lie, I would not be surprised. And some people are like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't lie about that. They will. Before last year, October last year, I would not have believed some people would lie about certain things. Because I'm like, no, 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 no. There are some things that are sacred. You just won't lie about that. I don't believe that anymore. I believe people will lie about anything. And if this turns out to be a lie, is again the two racist royals, or the ones alleged to be the two racist royals, are the ones that all of a sudden have these medical issues that has always made me go, And everybody and their brother know that they're lying and they're hiding things. And that's why it's kind of like when you lie, you got to have these blanket lies to cover all of those lies. And at some point, you're going to mess up. And this is where we are. They lied and they can't figure out how to get out of the lie. And not only that is, I don't know if you guys saw this article yesterday from Forbes. It says Kensington Palace no longer a trusted source after releasing edited Kate Middleton photo. AFP says. AFP is one of those large picture places, news picture outlets. And it says the global news director, Agence France Presse, one of the world's biggest news agencies, told the BBC that Kensington Palace is no longer a trusted source after releasing a doctored photo of Kate Middleton and her 3 children. The AFP decision to kill the photo of Middleton was rare, dramatic move normally reserved for North Korean or Iranian propaganda, which honestly, Israel propaganda need to be in there as well, because no one is as big a propaganda than Israel. That's another story. The article goes on to say, to issue kill notice is a big deal, he added, saying that to kill something on the basis of manipulation is rare and happens maybe once a year. Chitwin says AFP asked Kensington Palace for the original unaltered photo or photos and did not receive a reply. When asked if the palace was still to be trusted as a source, Chitwin answered candidly, no, absolutely not. Like anything, when you're let down by a source, the bar is raised, and we've got major issues internally. That is a huge deal. This is one of the biggest news agencies in the world. And they're like, literally, if you saw the video, and I'll post the article in our community page so you can see the video. He was very blunt when he was asking, would you ever trust? And he's like, no, absolutely not. And this is the thing. And the thing with Kensington Palace, if you're a squatty, we never trusted these people anyway. So this is neither here or there for us. We never trusted them. We always knew they were liars. We always knew they were lying, manipulative people. So this is not news to us, but it's shocking and jarring to the rest of the world. Again, this is supposedly a reputable government agency, a royal, whatever. And it's like, yeah, they're like, no, we cannot trust these people. And rightfully so. And rightfully so, because people are now clued into the fact that they are being lied to. And when even the Daily Mail are writing things like, that they should come clean, that people know that they are lying. And they assume that they just take people, they assume people are stupid, and they've treated people as stupid for all of these years and cannot understand, I guess, why people are now not believing them and now publicly saying, we don't believe you. We know you're lying. Even Piers Morgan saying that, yeah, he believes they're hiding stuff. But again, don't be surprised. He claimed that people have said stuff to him. He doesn't know if it's true. And I've said it all along. Piers Morgan is not here for the royal family. There is no love for the royal family, no matter what Piers Morgan says. Piers Morgan uses them for attention. He uses them for ratings. So don't be surprised if Piers Morgan decides to blurt out about whatever he claims he heard. The same way he blurted out the two alleged racist royals, being Kate and King Charles. Don't be surprised to get his ratings up if he doesn't do the same here. So don't be surprised. But it is, yeah. Anyways, there was another article that I'm not even going. We'll look at that another time. Enough of these nonsense with these people. I'm just gonna jump into chat and see what you guys are saying. And yeah. Lit Lane says, yes, the Spanish nanny we've seen with her bags. I think they suspected her for a Spanish article. Oh, okay. What do you mean this? You've seen her with her bags? What does that mean? Is she leaving? Clarify. I don't know what that means. I mean Nani Maria, who's been with them since George, I think. I think she was there since with George. That would be interesting if she's left. Very interesting. Sylvia says, she's talking to Angelina, that 42-year-old woman, in my opinion, played a big part in Meghan's smear campaign because of her jealousy. Yeah. I mean, gosh, I mean, just think of how many months the stupid thing about Meghan made me cry, how they used just that thing, that white woman tears, to bully Meghan for all of this time, through her pregnancy, all of those things. They use because of her, who has the nerve now to be like, girl, please, please. Let's see. Karen says, I was taught that by people of old that nothing stays in the dark forever. It will always come to light, even the lies and everything you are hiding. That's why I always say, and that's very true, Karen. I always say, tell the truth. No matter what it is, you're better off telling the truth, because you try to hide things, it'll come out in the end. This is so true. I'm all about take your lumps with the truth, because you don't want to suffer the embarrassment of that being exposed later. And not only that, your credibility goes with that. So again, hence we have the press simply not trusting them. CNN is doing a whole review of all the photos they've ever gotten from Kensington Palace, because, they don't, it's like, if you lied about this, what else have you lied about? So it is humiliating. But again, Kensington Palace, the whole monarchy isn't about credibility or about their in terms of their reputation, in terms of, are they trustworthy? For me, I don't think they care. As long as they have popularity, as long as they have people talking about them, as long as they have good press, popularity, that's their main thing. Integrity isn't. And so, as much as integrity is important to the rest of us, that's not the top of their list. Popularity is. Getting good press is, from their PR, their tabloid PR is. Because they know that there is a royalist group especially in the UK, that would believe them no matter how much they're exposed. It is crazy, but that's basically who they are. Cookies and Cream, our awesome moderator, hey, says that ungodly family is becoming null and void. Their heinous antics have caught up with them. Now they are reverting to their method of operating, which is to use the Sussexes as a distraction. Exactly. And this is where she should be grateful, because Meghan launching her thing kind of took some of the publicity off of her, because it was all going at her in a negative light. And Meghan doing her stuff, all of a sudden the press is a little bit distracted talking about Meghan, and it's taken some of the spotlight off of her so she can take a minute to breathe, even though she doesn't deserve it. So she should be grateful to Meghan right about now. Unbelievable. Wait, Litlin says, yes, the Spanish nanny was seen with her bags. I think this is... Oh, wait, I think I just looked at that. Okay. Huh. Interesting. It would be very interesting if Nani Maria is gone. Very, very interesting. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Judith. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, exactly. They are not trusted at all. It's like, who would trust these people? So, yeah. Um. Oh wait, the Spanish nanny Maria is gone. She quit a couple of weeks ago. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wow. So hence the she had her bag. Wow. Did not real well imagine that. Now, if things were well over there at Kensington Palace, why would Nanny Maria, because a couple of weeks ago, that would be right in the middle here of Kate, her quote unquote abdominal surgery. So why would the nanny quit right in the middle of Kate recovering from her abdominal surgery? That is very interesting. Huh. I need to go do some research on that and see what's up with that. That is very, very interesting. JC, oh, talking about Scamantha. According to the ruling, Scamantha doesn't have a diligent lawyer. Samantha does not have a brain either, it seems. And yeah, it just, I mean, with her, it's just, she would do anything to keep any kind of connection with Meghan. She just wants attention from Meghan. She wants that attention. She wants money from Meghan, and she would pretty much do anything. So it's sickening to watch, but it's just, that's what you got with her. Until I think Meghan puts out a, one of those stay away from my family, stay like uh country away from my family. I think you'll have Samantha and the rest of them doing whatever they're doing. So yeah, I mean, if I were Meghan, I would put out a, yeah, well, whatever. We will see how she will handle it, but let's see. Um, Sylvia says, well, if you will, motive some of the talking heads and the outlets are saying King Charles wanted to give Kitty cover when he came out with his illness. I wouldn't be surprised if they're both covering for each other. I mean, I wouldn't be, because yes, King Charles came out with his supposed prostate stuff a couple of days, or what is it, the same day as Kate with her stuff, and that could be it. But I think there's a lie right there. I think there's a lie in all that stuff. I don't believe, and again, I could be wrong, but I simply don't believe there was any surgery. I don't believe she had abdominal surgery. I think it's something that they came up with, that they figure, okay, there's going to be a long recovery there. And I believe that that's, and again, I could be wrong. Maybe they're better people than I think they are, but that's what I think. And I'm really questioning him as well. Does he really have, we don't know. He never said what type of cancer, which is his right. He doesn't have to say. But this whole, I mean, again, it just, all of it makes me go, And again, do I believe they could lie about? Yes, I firmly believe that they will lie about this stuff. Let's see. Church Nelly says, Emerald, the lawyer, attended the Trump University. Yeah, anybody went to Trump University, you pretty much get what you got. So there you go. So imagine getting a degree from Trump University. Oh my goodness, my word. Let's see. Angelina says, people are buying this, worries me. Infantilization of Kate. She is a 42-year-old woman, and anyone knows she is not innocent with the Meghan smear campaign. Exactly. But again, as you said, some people will buy it. There are royalists that would buy it. I mean, you look at the British tabloids, you look at some headlines if you're on X. People post screenshots of that stuff all the time. People like, stop attacking Kate. Please leave Kate alone. Shouldn't she be able to recover in peace? All of the talking heads that were attacking Meghan and have been attacking Meghan daily are the ones posting this nonsense. And it's just, and so that's what has caused the uproar, because people are like, wait a minute. Where was this deference to Meghan? Where was this thinking of Meghan's humanity? Where has all of this been? And why are you telling us to consider Kate's humanity when you don't consider Meghan's? And so that's why this whole thing has gone viral, and people have been going, including the American and world press, going after the British tabloids and calling them out because they want to exactly infantilize Kate, and everybody, oh, poor Kate, poor Kate, poor Kate. But these same people thought nothing of attacking Meghan for the last, 7 years. And so that's why people are like, no, she's going to get exactly what you gave to Meghan. So yeah. So, oh, thank you, Sonia. Pero you know, as I say, Oscar for best dramatization of the BS argument statement goes to Pedal. Oh, I mean, it's so ridiculous. It's like, are you serious? Are you serious? It's like, I'd be embarrassed to have that stuff come out of my mouth. Let's well put in a national, international paper. I mean, ridiculous. So let's see. Joseph, hi Joseph. Joseph says a right royal mess, and they brought it on themselves. Karma is working overtime. It sure is. It sure is. And it's just sitting on the right people in the UK. They more than deserve what they're getting. I mean, if you think back, I mean, none of this mess had to happen if those people had sat there and it's like, you know what, this is what Harry and Meghan are saying that they're going through. Why don't we just stop and listen to them and work with them and work through all this mess? Even after they did Oprah, they could have worked it out. Even after they did the Harry and Meghan docu-series, they could have worked it out. I mean, even before that, when Harry did the Me You Can See, they have all of this opportunity to work on all of this mess. And they chose to be arrogant. They chose to use their press instead to destroy Harry and Meghan. This is why they're in the mess they're in right now. They thought that they could, whatever, blast the Sussexes away because, they have the press to do their dirty work. All the while claiming plausible deniability. Oh, they just say nothing. They have not said a word. This is why they are the way they are right now. So, no, I mean, look, they're getting what they're getting. Consequence is a great teacher. So, there you go. Sylvia, she's talking to Church. Nelly says they sure did mock Meghan when she spoke about her miscarriage and her mental issue. Yeah, I mean, if you remember the Oprah interview, when Meghan talked about suicidal ideation, especially like the likes of Piers Morgan, blatantly on national TV called her a liar. Where were Kate and William, the head of Heads Together? None of them stood up. None of them said a word. In fact, according to Piers Morgan, people in that family contacted him and thanked him for basically bullying Meghan. So there. Let's see. Trish Nelly said, Lorna, Meghan is too nice. You and I would file for financial discovery. Oh my goodness. I would too, but I think Meghan Meghan have other things in her mind. Like, you know what? I gotta focus on my American Riviera orchard and leave Samantha to do whatever it is she does, whatever it is she decides to do. So yeah. Let's see. Marcia says, all of a sudden she has lots of friends who knew. I know, right? With Kate Middleton. You've never seen Kate with anybody. I mean, I've seen where they said she has friends, I guess, from school or something, but I've no idea who those friends supposedly are. I mean, I remember with the Tatler article when they basically claimed she was basically, the monarchy would just fall apart without her. And her friends were talking and they called her the CEO or something like that. And then she was mocked from here to thy kingdom come until they changed that article. So yeah, they mentioned some friends in there, but I don't know who her friends are. I've never seen them. So yeah. Let's see. Marcia says, listening in traffic. Oh, thank you, Marcia. So a couple more before we end. Let's see. Gracie says Katie thinks that she is married to royal family makes her better than the rest of us. She forgot that she is replaceable. And that's the thing that with most people, it's so funny, that's been coming up quite a bit, that every single person marrying into that family is replaceable. And they would think nothing about discarding them to either protect themselves or get what they want. And I mean, we've seen what they've done to Princess Diana. We see what they tried to do to Meghan. Thank God Prince Harry is not like that. I mean, we've seen, the fact that William should have taken, again, whether Kate is the one that did the editing or not, William should have taken responsibility for it. And even his friendly tabloids have been calling him out for that. They threw her under the bus. And it's like, look, your own husband threw you under the bus. Who are you to be talking about anybody else? Your own husband threw you under a bus. Why are you talking about staff? Why isn't your husband name on that? Your so-called husband, if that's what he is. So yeah, it's crazy. Yes, friends like Carol Malone and Rebecca, well, they are her mouthpiece, it seems. So there. Let's see. Anyway, guys, I have to actually jet out of here. I'm sitting here like hanging out online like I had the whole day. But anyways, that's it. There was another article, but I'm gonna have to do that another time because my time has run out. And thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you to our awesome moderators, Lydia, Church Nelly, Karen Ham, Cookies and Cream, Black. Wait. Oh, here we go. I saw Black Queen. I was just about to say, wait, did I see Black Queen? And then I looked up and there you were, Black Queen. I'm so happy you were here. I realized I don't think I saw a post from you. So anyway, thank you to our awesome moderators for just the amazing work you do keeping our space safe, especially when I am outside and don't have the filter to block out trolls. So I appreciate it so much. And thank you also to our wonderful 2 Cents crew, who more names have to go on this list. But thank you all so much for supporting the channel here, supporting in the chat. Thank you for those who support via PayPal or Cash App. And also for those who, which I always forget, who are interested in purchasing merchandise, some Facts and 2 Cents merchandise. See, not only Meghan can have merchandise, I have merchandise too. So there. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Anyways, but our 2 Cents crew are amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all again for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I'm going to put my banner there back. So again, if you have not subscribed to our channel, go ahead and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you know when we drop a video. Please like and share the video and join the 2 Cents crew if you're able. So thank you guys so much. I love you all and I will chat with you next time. Bye.